Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to compare the intermediate wave at Urbn Surf versus the advanced wave at Urbn Surf. So a few weeks ago, Urbn Surf opened in Melbourne and I rode the advanced wave and I got smashed. I got smashed probably 8 out of the first 10 waves, and I was riding this mid-length 7/8 board. Normally I ride a 9-foot mal, 9'4" mal, but I've dropped down to this. Obviously it was too big the mal to ride in the advanced session. I thought I'd be fine on a 7/8. Now, I am an amateur surfer. I'm very much an amateur surfer, so a lot of the footage has been about good surfers. So I wanted to compare for you guys what it's like to have an amateur surfer ride an intermediate wave and then look at the footage of me riding the advanced wave. So we're here today and I'm going to surf the intermediate wave first, see how I go. I'm on this 7/8 mid-length board, as I said, and we'll see how I go. Okay, so you just saw me surf the intermediate wave. There was 20 people in that session and I got 13 waves, which was great. I was really tired and I had a great time. I felt competent on those waves on this board, the 7/8. I was easy to paddle into them. At one of the waves you see there, I go to stand up and I get onto my knees and I don't quite make the drop, and I was still able to recover and get up. You can see how much of a hack I am. I can't do big turns. I sort of just get up and go along the wave, and that's kind of what I do in the ocean. So this video is not for the advanced surfer, it's to show what the intermediate surfer looks like on both waves. So now I'm back a couple of days later. It's in the morning, the sun's just coming up, and I'm gonna surf the advanced left on the same board and see how I go. I've got the helmet on today. I'll explain about this after I surf, but I'm pretty pumped up. Ready to give it a crack. If I'm struggling getting waves on this board, I think I might come and get a small board, but I really want to see how I go again on a slightly bigger board. How does a weekend hack handle the advanced waves? Let's go and do it. Okay, so I've just come out of surfing the advanced left. So look, I've just watched a bit of footage of myself on the wave. I found it still just as easy to get up as the intermediate. There was no difference there. But once I was up, the wave was a bit punchier, it was a bit steeper. And as you can see, on this longer board, I couldn't really, it was more of a matter of survival for me, you know, just making it along the wave than practicing turns. I sort of half tried to get into a barrel and got smashed. I didn't really do that well on this board compared to probably the intermediate wave. I probably found the intermediate wave better. Personally, it was just a bit easier to go along the wave and to do some turns and have fun, whereas, as I said, this was more a matter of survival. I did wear the helmet on the advanced wave. So the helmet, so it not only protects yourself from hitting the bottom or your board, because essentially you're surfing on a concrete floor. I did take some tumbles then, and I definitely sort of didn't hit my head, but it could have very easily done that. But what happens is on the intermediate wave is that people fall off a lot more and they're in front of you, and then the next person falls off, and so all of a sudden you go to paddle into your wave and there's two people that have fallen off and boards there, and they can protect you from that, because I've already seen very nearly some serious accidents. So it's really interesting. It's not something you really think about, is the person in front of you causing the problem, but that's more what I've seen just then on that advanced session. I nearly saw a guy slice the other guy's head off, had fallen off in front of him. So personally, on the advanced session, I'd probably keep wearing a helmet just because I feel comfortable in it. I don't wear one in the ocean. When you do fall off, they sort of half tell you in the debriefing, but grab your board as quickly as possible and get the next white water in, because if you try and paddle back out, it's useless. If you get the white water in, it sucks you back around and back out to the channel, and the channel's really easy to get out. I personally grab my board as fast as I can and just get the hell out of there, because sure enough, there's someone behind you that's gonna run you over. Other things to note is there's no markings on the wall, there's no numbers, no colours, no signage, so you don't really know where you're taking, or you know where you're taking off, but you're just not sure from the time before. There's also no boards up there telling you what waves you're getting. I don't know if that's because they're developing waves all the time, so you don't know if you've got the big wave or the small wave, so you're not really sure what's coming or what's gone before you. So that's a little bit frustrating that you don't know what's there, but maybe that's something they're working on. I would prefer to ride the intermediate wave to practice my turns and develop my turns, and then you can work up to advanced. It's definitely more challenging, more punchier, as I said. I'd like to ride my South Coast surfboards, longboard, you know, 9 foot plus. Malibu on the intermediate. I'm half scared of breaking the board a little bit because I have cracked the nose on this, and I have had friends crack noses. Anecdotally, there's been a lot of boards getting a few dings in them, but also I'm afraid on a longboard that I'd hit people in the way, so potentially, because I can't turn it easily, and if there's a pile up, so I'm a bit sort of afraid of that, but that's something that personally I have to get over. Ultimately though, the wave is awesome. It's a really good training facility. It's really good to practice different boards. You can move from gentle intermediate up to advanced and challenge yourself. Even if you're on advanced, there's guys out there who are sort of, you know, doing turns. What's interesting is after about 4 or 5 of doing different sessions here, I'm not thinking about going to the beach every weekend. So during the week, how am I going to get to the surfboard and when am I going to be able to surf? I've got a young family. How do I get out of the house? But I haven't been thinking that because this has been scratching my itch, which is great. So it's expensive, but I'm not having to think about go to the ocean. And when I do get to the ocean, those 20 times a year, hopefully, and I'm sure I will be more confident in doing some turns and getting more waves. So overall, it's awesome. Come and try it out. I recommend it. Subscribe to this page, leave comments below. I'll try and answer them if you've got any questions about something I might have missed on paddling in or out, or paddle hard. That's something I never said. You do have to paddle hard for the wave, probably a bit more than the ocean. I found that personally. And if you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. You can subscribe to this page. It's a firewood channel, but you never know, you might need that. I hope that's been helpful in figuring out intermediate versus advanced for an amateur at Urbn Surf Wave Park. Thanks for watching.